This Waycross Community Media Sports program is brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, Driver Ed Academy, Anderson Heating and Cooling, Mullally Auto Detailing, CSL Plasma, Kent Smith of State Farm, Forest Park Shooters, Joseph Toyota,
Service you can trust. From the most trustworthy brand. Where your neighbor chooses to put their trust. Easy. True. Clear. Shop the Joseph Toyota Advantage. Closer to your home than you think.
Welcome to Week 5 of OHSAA football. We find ourselves at the Fred Hunt Press Box, high above the playing field at the home of the Northwest Knights. Hi, I'm Jacob Williams, and along with the proud resources of Waycross Media, we are proud to bring the call as the Winton Woods Warriors ride in. The Knights, in the second year under the reins of Coach Lee Johnson, will face Coach Andre Parker's Warriors in what should be a Cloud9 conflict of these two schools at the opposite ends of Way of the Crossroads. Now the Warriors' 3-1 record proves that they have bounced back from the season opener versus Trotwood Madison. The Warriors are ranked 9th in D2 in a tight race. They need to win tonight big. Now the Knights will counter with a 1-3 record with a win over Withrow at Withrow. Team play, of course, is at the core of team play for the Knights is a group of tough guys who have been playing together since the days of the No Birth Certificate Bard and Elixir Bowls. The Warriors hope to end up as the boogeyman this week, but in weeks to come, they face boogeyman as they will next week when Bishop Chittard they will face. Now, before we go too far, I want to just tell you the officials for tonight's game are going to be, the referee is Jerry Salih. The umpire is Chris Sheldon. And the head linesman is Rick Jenkins. The line judge is Bill Worcester. And the back judge is Brad Kiger. So these gentlemen will be handling the stripe work for tonight's game. We have beautiful looking night so far here at what I like to lovingly refer to as Tequila Sunrise Sunset Stadium. We're seeing the tail end of another gorgeous sunset, and teams are about to set up to kick this thing off into gear. We have our sponsors. Our first quarter sponsor tonight will be Shooters, the place where you can take a knee and propose to your loving companion. So Shooters will be bringing you the first quarters, and here we see the Knights getting ready to step off into it, and this game is underway. Caught at the goal line by the Knights. Runs straight north with the ball, and there's a fumble, and this fumble's picked up, and right away we see number 1 of the Northwest Knights is running that ball in for a touchdown. That's Demir Blankumsey, a junior. So special teams, Woodenwood's Warriors, right away we see on our Wild Bird Unlimited replay. You see Coach Fuller over there congratulating Demir Blankumsey. So the Warriors are going to get ready. Got an injury on the field. You see here on the replay, he got stripped, and they're just gang tackling by the Warriors on special team. So we see the Warriors. So far, they're not actually showing. Okay, so here we are. The Warriors will line up for the PAT on this. Looks like Yuri Velasquez. Number 82, Yuri Velasquez doing the kicking. There's the snap, the hold is down, kick is up, and it's through the uprights there. So with 11:50 left to go in the first quarter, the Shooters' first quarter, we have a score of the Windward Warriors 7 and the Northwest Knights nothing. Okay, so Yuri Velasquez, senior kicker for the Warriors, setting up kickoff to the Knights. The Knights will be possessing the ball for the first time. This kick is up, gathered in about a yard deep, and he's going to stay right there. So looks like the Warriors will be setting this thing in gear. 25-yard line in their own territory. See the Warriors come out here. Their defensive starters will be number 88, Anthony Booker, 58, Malcolm Bryant, and number 31, Andrew Booker, number 10, Melvin Pleasant, number 6, Wasim Ficklin, number 7, Jalen Engelman, and number 3, Zyshawn Johnson. Number 4, Demetrius Gates. 14, Demetrius Gates. Number 11, Tyquan Fleming. Number 4, Maquan Grace. And number 21, Jalen Feltha. As the Knights put it in gear, and this ball's on the floor again. Warriors are all over it. Don't have an indication yet. Warriors are indicating the ball is going to be with them. And the officials And yes, we see number 58 come away with that ball for the Warriors. That's Malcolm Bryant, a junior. See on the replay, Cherry fakes to give on the first guy through, and the helmet must have somebody put a helmet right on the ball. You know, on our Wild Bird Unlimited replay, we see that the Warriors are just all over it. So 11:36 left to go here. And with Cherry in here, quarterback, he's going to have to figure out a way. He may have to end up doing a lot of this himself. Cherry is one gritty professional. Well, he's a gritty player. He's not a professional, but he is gritty. Man in motion. Cherry rolls around and he drops back, throws his ball deep over the middle, over the head of any intended receiver, incomplete. So that stops the clock at 11:06 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter. You see another replay of the fumble. Yeah, it looks like Brian, he was hoping that ball would just go right into his hand for 6 points. So here's all the Knights. Pistol formation. You know, Cherry, like I said, he's a competitor all the way. Man in motion. Cherry makes the give to the first guy through. Very little or no gain.
Bobby Green on the carry.
See on the replay.
After a short gain by Jeremiah Brown.
Jeremiah Brown with the carry.
And 18 for your Knights, who come out in a punt formation.
So it's going to be a 4th down. The Knights are going to have to punt from their end zone here. We'll see what the Warriors come up with on this return. They got Raekwon Prince back there to receive this kick, and this kick is off. Prince backs up. Now he's in his own territory. He's got the grab. He's crossing the 50-yard line. He's in the Northwest territory. There's going to be a flag on the play, and and all kind of flags now. So to the Knights' credit, their special teams, they had that pretty much boxed in to the point where guys had to throw bad blocks in order to stay ahead of the defenders. And we see that Raekwon Prince, you know, he's got these guys faked out pretty good. All kind of flags, though. Personal foul against Winton Woods. That's going to march this ball back where the Warriors are kicking in gear at their own 40-yard line. Headed from left to right toward the land of the north end zone. Number 17 back there in the shotgun. There's a give. There's Maya Williams around right in. Down the street, good blocking, good perimeter blocking. Ball's marched all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Northwest Knights. We see her on the replay. Maya Williams straight north, puts that move, and he's got good downfield blocking once again. And I'm telling you, Winwood's Warriors year in and year out find somebody who's blocking downfield. Here's the Warriors again. Quan Prince in motion. Here's a give inside. Williams around left, and he stiff arms this guy, and another guy gets his jaw stiff arm. And Williams still on his feet, and he's twisted out of a tackle, and he's going to be down inside the 5-yard line for the Winton Woods Warriors. So that's going to bring it to 1st and goal for the Warriors. We see on the Wild Bird replay Williams is not messing around, and this guy isn't messing around giving him the ball either. You know, we got guys defending this thing, but a lot of these defenders are looking at each other like, I don't want to grab this guy. So here we go, pistol formation. The ball's out, but it looks like he got his own fumble though.
Ryan Williams covers it up for a second and goal. Penalty flag on the field.
Isaiah Andrews looks like he's sporting number 17 as the quarterback this week for the Warriors.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So Winton Woods is hit with unsportsmanlike conduct here at the 9:02 mark of the Shooters' first quarter. So they march this ball back. Shooter Sports Grill, a great place for the whole team. Brings the first quarter of tonight's action. And that's shootersportsgrill.com. Give again, out of a tackle. Ryan Williams still down on the ground. It was the Northwest defender that was able to make the stop on that play without any assistance, so hats off to him. Winwood's timeout with 8:19 left to go here in the first quarter.
Here in the booth and out on the field, recording the game for you. And you'll be able to watch this game Saturday at 5 o'clock and again on Wednesday at 4 o'clock on 979 on Spectrum Cable and 850 on system of 5 optics.
Looks like Winton Woods has number 7, Jeremiah Brown. Number 7, Jalen Engelman, is going to be lining up on offense. That's 17 has got to be Isaiah Andrews. So here they go, ball on the 13-yard line. Andrews rolls to his left, throws the ball, caught. Forced out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it about the 7 here. Well, Andrews, decent job of throwing against his body on that.
Brings up 4th and goal with the ball spotted at the 5.
So this is going to be a 4th down and goal for the Warriors.
Will line up in a field goal formation.
We got Yuri Velasquez, number 82, senior place kicker for the Warriors. Guess his brother Romel's taking care of the punting duties for the Warriors this year. The hold is down and the kick is up. And that kick looks to be good. So with 7:32 left to go in the first quarter here, we have a score of Winton Woods Warriors 10 and Northwest Knights 0. Okay, so the Warriors getting organized, boot this ball off to Northwest Knights. So Velasquez is getting ready to send this one off. Northwest Knights special team is getting ready to see this kickoff. Here's Velasquez, and he steps into this one. In over in. Muffed at the 3-yard line, but he picks it up and he goes through a hole. He's still on his feet. He's going to get this ball out to the 30-yard line for the Northwest Knights. First down. See on the return by him, kind of that threw the timing off, and that just got him through that first set of defenders, and it turned out good. This is going to be good field position for the Northwest Knights. Damon Cherry leads his team out onto the field. Coach Lee Johnson, he gets these guys ready. You know, these guys look like they play hard for Coach Johnson, like they run through the wall for him, if need be. So Cherry muffs the snap, and now he's on his own running for dear life, and he's able to make it out of bounds about the 37-yard line. We're going to call it 35-yard line. Okay, so the Knights break the huddle on the ball. Cherry back there in the pistol. Looking over for the signal from Coach Johnson, what this play is going to be. Clock is running down. Man in motion. Cherry gives to the motion guy. He cuts through a hole that was there, but immediately closed up. Number 10 and number 6 playing big parts in that tackle. Okay, we got number 7 for the Warriors. Looks like he's playing in there at the linebacker for him. Got the Booker brothers up there on D-line. And I'm telling you, these Booker brothers are holding the fort on this D-line for the Warriors this year. Here's Cherry. Claps for the snap. He's going to have a penalty on the play. Guys left early here. So they're going to march just against the Knights. And they're set it down here on the 30-yard line. See on the replay. Clock rolling, 6:05 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter. Timeout, Northwest. You know, before the game today, spent a little time talking to some of the volunteers, Bob Green and his grandson, Randy Souders. Bob, he sets up the appetizers for the press box up here at Fred Hunt Stadium, so we know that he's a valuable volunteer. And his grandson, Randy Souders, tells me that he's going to be a race car driver. He said he likes fast cars, excuse me. Spent some time talking to Winton Woods booster Joe Brenner. Longtime Winton Woods booster, tells me he has 2 children that attended Marjorie Stoneman High School down there in Miami. So here's the Warriors, the Knights. And Cherry rolling out and throwing this ball, but it's going to fall incomplete. So it's going to be 4th down and 10. 4th and 10 for the Knights. I've been covering the Knights for just as many years as I've been covering the Warriors in these games, and both these teams are close to my heart. But tell you one thing about the Knights, they need a different fight song, but it's going to be a flag. Looks like the Warriors might have jumped.
False start. Offense.
Okay, offense, false start.
It will be 4th and 15 for your Knights.
Also want to say hi, saw Miss Ruby before the game. And no trip to Northwest is complete without a visit with Miss Ruby. Okay, the kick is up. It's gonna be received at the 45-yard line, and now he's headed north with the ball. Raekwon Prince gonna be shoved out of bounds near the 25-yard line of the Northwest Knights. See on the replay here, Prince, you know, he don't mess around with this ball. He's gonna bring it to a 1st and 10. 5:45 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter. So here the Winwood's Warriors over the ball. Isaiah Andrews, high snap, and he's going to try to figure out what to do, and he's going to be hauled down in his own backfield for a sack. These high snaps, you see on the replay here, it was all Andrews could do to haul that in, and then number 44 was waiting for him once he did that. So, you know, good play on defense for the Northwest Knights there. 2nd down, he's throwing this ball over the middle. Raekwon Prince with the catch, and he shakes loose of a tackle, and he gets this ball down to about the 15-yard line here. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here, you know, Prince, as soon as he gets his ball, he's looking to motor. Nice tackle by number 32 for the Knights. Well, it's going to be a whistle. Timeout. 4:46 left to go in the first quarter.
Northgate Ford is a proud sponsor of Northwest High School. When you can come to Northgate Ford, you can have your Ford wishes granted. And let's face it, you deserve nothing less. Located at 8940 Colorado Avenue in Cincinnati, Ohio, we know our job isn't finished until you are completely satisfied. At Northgate Ford. One the latest schedules, results, or information for Northwest Athletics. Get your
Warriors in the huddle with their brain trust. This game is going to be rebroadcast on Waycross Media on Saturday, 9:22 at 5 p.m. Also on Wednesday, 9:26 at 4 p.m. This is on Spectrum, Southwest Cable, and Cincinnati Bell Fiber Optics. Sunday, 9:23 at 9 a.m. And we'll bring you more after the Warriors conduct this play. And back there in the pistol, Mine Williams Woodham. There's the give to Williams, straight up the middle and outside of the tackle and all across the goal line. Touchdown, Winwood Warriors. With 4:39 to go in the first quarter, we got to score Winwood Warriors 16 and the Northwest Knights nothing, pending the outcome of Romel Velasquez PAT. Look at that. Now, Mine Williams, I'm telling you, he just knows what to do with the ball, and it's just a thing of art to see him shifting and see where Romel Velasquez comes up with it. Here's the hold down, the kick is up, and this kick is good. So 4:39 left to go in the first quarter here. We got to score Winwood Warriors 17 and the Northwest Knights 0. See on the replay again, that old line is just driving people off that ball. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, with that kind of blocking and this guy being decisive, quick on his feet, it's gonna be a long night. No pun intended. So here's Romel Velasquez again. He's getting a workout tonight so far. He's got a field goal, 2 extra points. Kicking this ball off. And he's got his foot in it. And that ball's going to be drilled deep into the end zone for a touchback. So with Coach Parker bringing these guys in here in a little journey down Waycross Road, it doesn't matter. These guys know that they want to win wherever they show up. Next week, they're going to be showing up at Bishop Chatard. Or wait, I'm thinking Bishop Chatard comes into Winton Woods next week. That's right. But like I say, I'm sure Bishop Chatard is coming in there looking to be the boogeyman as they were the boogeyman when they showed up at Winton Woods 2 years ago. Okay, so the Knights looking over. Demond Cherry trying to sort through his personnel. Who's going to be doing what with the ball on this play? Some point, 4:39 left to go in the first quarter. And the Knights got to start shifting some gears. That pass is out of bounds. Well, it's caught, but it's that pass that they're playing behind the sticks. 2-yard loss on that play. The Knights break the huddle. Cherry back there in the pistol. He's got number 12 with him, Cameron Good. Man in motion. Cherry keeps it himself. He breaks through a couple arm tackles and gets about half a yard past the original line of scrimmage there. Yard past the original line of scrimmage. See on the replay there that these guys got to get in there. I think the Winton Woods Warriors defensive front is just a little bit too stout right now at this point in the game. So here come the Knights again. Warrior defense. Again, Booker brothers holding down this front line of the Warrior defense. Man in motion. Cherry rolling to his left. This ball's thrown deep over everybody's head. It's going to bring it to 4th down and 9. Northwest Knights, Kai and Sixmay was in there and laid a hit on Demond Cherry, but you've got to be careful. They've been throwing a lot of penalties on these late hits on quarterbacks this year. So we see Raekwon Prince, number 2 for the Warriors, back here to receive this kick. And this is number 71 kicking the ball to him, and that's Noah Hill. So Hill kicks it up. It's going to be a high kick. Yes. So the Warriors are going to be setting up shop. Good field position well into Northwest Knights territory.
4-yard punt, that'll be 1st and 10 for Winton Woods at the Northwest 25-yard line.
They're calling this a 4-yard net on this punt here. So Isaiah Andrews, number 17, comes out here with number 28, Mayan Williams. Got this O-line. Andrews puts this guy in motion. Fakes to give to Williams. Drops straight back. Throws his ball down the sideline. It's going to be caught, but probably out of bounds. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 for Winton Woods.
We see a lot of games this year where these defenders are shortening up that area where this guy can catch the ball in bounds. A good play. The defender used the sideline as another defender there. That's number 9 defending on that play, Isaiah Lovelace. Here's Williams with the give, straight up the middle, straight through tacklers, a stiff arm on this guy, and on into the land of 6 for another touchdown for the Winwood Warriors. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, Williams gets the give, and he just makes that cut move. Again, nice downfield blocking, Raekwon Prince, and after that, Williams knows how to dish out the stiff arm. He's in the end zone, and it looks like Romel Velasquez will be asked to add his contribution. Looks like we got some cramping issue. So the Northwest Knights, they have really let the Winwoods Warriors come in and turn this into a home invasion. I don't know when homecoming is, but they better get this worked out before homecoming. Okay, so we see this player, he's up on his feet, and Taj Petway, number 2. So it looks like we see Yuri Velasquez in here again. Attempted point after attempt. Here's the snap, the hole is down, the kick is up, and the kick is through. So with 2:45 left to go in the first quarter here from Northwest High School, we have a score of Winton Woods 23 and Northwest Knights nothing. You see the replay, the touchdown. Ryan Williams, and let's see that nice block. His O-line is everybody's just plowing folks on out the way. I just give that defender credit to be willing to stick his nose up in there, knowing that he was going to end up getting stiff arm like that. So again, 2:45 left to go in the first quarter here from the Fred Hunt press box. Lining up to kick this ball back over to the Northwest Knights. Yuri Velasquez steps off into this kick. This ball is gonna go into the end zone. So the Northwest Knights will set up shop on their own 25-yard line.
It's Mount Healthy 21, Ross 7.
Northwest comes out here on the field with their offense. Winwood's defense, you know, they are really making their presence known in this game. So Northwest Knights straight on the ball, no huddle offense. You know, Cherry, Damon Cherry, you know, he's a guy that will take everything on his shoulder, but it's unfortunately, you just got too many guys. Here's the give, and nothing, it's a lost couple of yards here. .231 left to go in the first quarter. Cherry, this guy, there's number 88, Anthony Booker, the first guy to meet him in that hole. And a lot of teams choose not to try to block Booker straight up. I don't blame him. Okay, so Cherry Adjusting his back. Cherry's got the ball, throwing his ball out to the right, flat, high over his head. Incomplete. So it's going to be third down here. Third behind the sticks. 13 yards to go. Winton Woods defense. Demetrius Gates fired up. Knowing this Warrior defense, they probably looking somebody to get some kind of turnover. Cherry's back there by himself. He's got trips to the right. He's got like a bunch of these guys, and so we'll see what he does. Looking straight drop. Now he's going to run. They got him flushed out, but he's got room. He's getting up to the 30-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Looks like he's pushed out of bounds right at the 29-yard line then. It's going to bring this to a 4th and 1. Again, Demond Cherry, you could sense that this guy just wants it bad. He's a competitor. 4th and 1, 152 left. Looks like Northwest Knights are going to go for it on 4th and 1 here. They got everybody spread out. Delay of game, so that's going to probably be in that 4th down. You know, he had Cameron Good back there with him. Cam Good, another guy that wants it bad, plays real hard. You know, he's been a past MVP of the No Birth Certificate Bard Bowl. So Noah Hill, number 71, back there. He's got the snap. The kick is up, in over in. This was going to be out of bounds at about the 49-yard line. See on the replay here. But that's who they have the kick, you know. Noah Hill, I guess he's probably playing D-line, I think, and kicking. So Winton Woods is going to set this thing up at the Northwest 36-yard line. 1:44 left to go in the Shooters' first quarter. Isaiah Andrews waiting to snap. He claps what he's got. Drops straight back, throwing this ball deep. And incomplete, but we got a late flag. Looks like they're calling pass interference. The guy trying to cover Raquan Prince, he just couldn't stay with him without holding on to the shirt, I guess. You see on the replay. Yeah. So here, the Warriors got this ball now on about 21-yard line of the Knights. Big offensive line. This is where they're going to start leaning on you. The Knight D line is going to have to try to stop it. Pass over the middle. Caught. First down and goal. That's Demir Blankenship, nice catch on that ball. Staying on his feet. So it's going to be first and goal. Ball on the 3-yard line. Under center is Isaiah Andrews. Turns, gives. Mayan Williams in for the score, touchdown. Makes that score with 1:09 left to go in the first quarter. Wildbird Unlimited replays. There's Mine Williams, and there's 6 more. See what Yuri Velasquez comes in here. The hold is down, the kick is up. And that kick is also good. So with 1:09 left to go in the first quarter here, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 30 and the Northwest Knights nothing. You see on this replay, here's the pass that set the touchdown up. Demir Blankumsey, good catch and run, and will not be denied. This is where the Winwood Warriors, have to be careful, make sure everybody can stay healthy as they can, and know that next week may not be the same story next week. So here we are. Warriors break the huddle for this kickoff. And the kick is off. It's going to be caught and going out of bounds, and it's going to be backed up to about the 3-yard line for the Knights, where they'll set. Okay, so by the flag, that means we'll set it up on the 25-yard line. See on the replay here. You see the Winwoods cheerleaders are urging their nation on. And down the wave, we see the Northwest. We're going to wave this flag off. Northwest Knight cheerleaders are waving their team. Okay, so after it's all said and done, the Knights are going to have to start at their own 4-yard line. They're going to give them the 4-yard line. So this is where the Warrior defense has been known to pin back their ears. And I wouldn't be surprised if Damon Cherry tries to get what he can right here on this down. Cherry's gonna take too much time. There's the give. And nothing, just nothing. Play. Cherry hands that ball, but the Warrior defender's standing right in the hole. Cherry may have to get some breathing room on his own as the clock for the first quarter is rolling down under 40 seconds now. This will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Cherry with the ball, he's going to try to run it on his own. Looks like he got about close to the 5-yard line. Full flag on the play. Going to be calling a penalty on the Winton Woods defense here, I'm thinking. Officials, I'm sure they want to make sure these guys respect the game. They're aware.
Personal foul, defense. That'll be a first down for your Knights.
So with that personal foul, the Knights pick up a first down. Yeah, it happened there between the number 4. McQuan Grace and that Northwest defender having some hand fighting issues, a little extracurricular. So Here's the last play of the first quarter. Cherry keeps it himself, picks up about 5 yards.
5 on the play. That's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
So as the clock rolls to the last play of the Shooters first quarter, that was brought to you by this. Shooters has been a good sponsor. So at the end of the first quarter here, the Shooters first quarter, we have a score of Winwood's 30 and the Northwest Knights nothing. A great place for the whole team. ShootersSportsGrill.com. If I knew somebody, I'd go there sometime and take a knee myself and propose, but So we're going to be rolling into second quarter action. Get a nice Friday night crowd here at Northwest High School. You know, cheerleaders, both schools, bringing a good vibe to their team. They're always behind their boys, and like I said, this game is a special matchup that I've been waiting for about 12 years. Coach Lee Johnson's been running the show here at Northwest for 2 years now. Coach Andre Parker been running the show at Winton Woods for, I want to say, about 8 years now. There's Cherry, and that ball is going to be knocked away. Number 2, Isaiah Lovelace, couldn't make that catch, and number 11, Taekwon Fleming. Wild Bird Unlimited replay shows that Taekwon Fleming says, I'm stepping up here. Good play, no flag. So this is where the Knights, you know, on offense, they've got to come up with a play. Got to start possessing this ball. Try to get some first downs together. Cherry rolling to his right, stops and plants, and he throws this ball deep, and this ball is tipped away by number 11 for Winton Woods. That's Taekwon Fleming, senior defender for the Warriors. So it's 4th and 5. The Knights are going to have to kick this ball, and so see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay that, you know, that ball was just a little too short. So we'll have to sort out this penalty on this play. We'll have to, yeah, I see it laying there, but you know, I just been handed a note here where I see that number 17 for the Winwood Warriors is Mikhail Wingfield as the quarterback, and unfortunately Isaiah Andrews had surgery today on his wrist. We're going to call this personal foul on Winton Woods. See, the kick is up. Everything was good with the kicker. So we see the Northwest Knight defense out here on the field. Their D-line led by big number 75, Isri Julius. There's a snap. Wingfield makes the give. Raekwon Prince, he's got moves, he's got blocks, and he's all the way down to near the 40-yard line of the Northwest Knights. Another flag on this play. We'll have to see what they come up with. So the officials get in here and collaborate on what the decision is. It's going to be marched against, but they're all marching against Winton Woods the way it looks. No call's been made, but see, and this is all in Winton Woods. So you see on the replay, the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, cuts inside that block. You know, Raekwon Prince, he knows what to do with that ball too. Yes, indeed. Look at this.
Defending player was ejected.
Okay, so that means number 60 for the Warriors, Brendan Lowry, 5'11", 275-pound junior, is going to be ejected. So replay again. There's Lowry, and yeah, he did a WWF move on this guy, and I wasn't too thrilled about that tackle, but you know, Coach Parker's listening to the explanation by the officials, arms folded across his chest, and there's his brain trust with him, Coach Fuller and these guys, Coach Mike Roach. You know, they want to make sure that their guys is getting a fair deal over here at Northwest. Coach Parker's going to coach no matter what the score is. But don't get yourself ejected. Seems to be calm. Okay, again, the Wild Bird Unlimited replay. So we see right there, yeah, this is a takedown. You know, he had him around the chin for a second there. And Coach Parker seems to be satisfied with the explanation. See, Brendan Lowry, number 60, looks like he's still in the huddle. Okay, so Brendan Lowry's still in the ball game. He's still out there. Whistle. .11:33 left to go in the first half. This way, these guys are getting an unofficial rest to try to catch their breath. See what they're going to come up with. There's Uber drivers double parked outside that need to answer to this. Okay, so this official is going to go back over, make another indication. Okay, so the Warriors over the ball, 1st and 28. Completed pass to Demir Blankenship, but he's hauled down at his 18-yard line by the Northwest defenders.
Second and 22.
Second down, 22. Blankenship did a good job to hold on. His Warriors offensive line over this ball. Fake in the middle, and that ball is caught. Nice catch made by the number 9 for the Warriors, Caleb Tubbs. Miguel Wingfield, again, number 17, throwing a deep ball down the sideline. Incomplete. It's like this Demir Blankenship's fast becoming his favorite receiver on this deal. See on the replay, Wingfield has a big arm. But again, the defenders lately have been using the sideline just impeccable as an extra defender. They must have been watching a lot of these ball games that happened over the weekend.
Winton comes out in a punt formation.
It's like the Warriors are going to punt this ball. There's the snap. Kick is up. Looks like that's Romel Velasquez, Yuri's brother, doing the punting. Ball's caught. Looks like. So it looks like the Knights are going to start this thing up on their own 37-yard line here. Probably the best starting field position they've had today. So the Winwood defenders, they're eager to make their presence felt now as the Northwest Knight offense trots out to the field. Demond Cherry back there in the pistol, got a man in motion. He's dropping straight back. He's got pressure around the end there. And he's running for all his work. And he's going to have to throw that ball out of bounds just to save his life. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, this guy around in, he just drops straight back in the backfield. That's number 10 for the Warriors there, Melvin Pleasant, 6'1", 210-pound senior. More laundry on the field by the officials, and they're going to be moving the Northwest Knights back on that intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. That's a loss of down and a loss of yardage. Second and 22 for your Knights.
We got nice weather though. We do have to say the storm, whatever this Mother Nature was going to do, she's been held off. And as we see the Winwoods cheerleaders, okay, there's Cherry looking to throw. Now he's going to pull it down and run for what he can get. But the Winwoods defense is there, so he's going to be sacked. Host of defenders. That's number 58 on top over there. Malcolm Bryant. You see on the replay there, Damon Cherry seen enough and says, I'm going to tuck this thing down. Okay, so it's going to be 3rd down and 28 for the Knights here. Double reverse. Cherry leading the way. This guy plants his foot and cuts it up the street. Look at this thing across the 30-yard line. They're right at it. See on the replay here. Chip blocked there by Noah Hill. God makes a decision and takes what he can get. Looks like the Northwest Knights, it's going to be 4th down, 17 to go. Noah Hill, number 71, back there to do kicking chores. He's got it, and there that kick is up. Looks like he's going to be caught on the 42-yard line. Now Blankenship can't figure out what to do. There's going to be a flag, and he's around all kind of people. There's another flag, and it looks like he's going straight to the house. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter. But it was good eye candy. See Blankenship on his back in the end zone. All these flags being picked up. I'm telling you. These guys, the Winton Woods Nation, is just not liking that, seeing this penalty called back. He did good when he picked that up to get around right in there, but that's basically where the first flag started falling. And then after that, on the cutback, it was just no way. One flag getting picked up, holding. Yeah. And it's like a panoramic return. Guys all over the place, you know, in and out. See, in Northwest Special Teams, they played that like they were totally exhausted. These guys, Northwest has heart, but you could see now that they're just too much. You know, they got big Israel Julius on D-line. 8-14. 1st and 10. Ball on the Warrior 33-yard line. Man in motion. Here's the snap. Fakes the throw, and it's a long throw, long heaving. That ball's going to be incomplete, but there's a flag that's going to go against Northwest, and that's going to bring it down near the 25-yard line. So, see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here that the pass allowed the Northwest defender to get up and commit that a penalty. So the officials march this ball to where the Knights will, the Warriors will put it in play on their own 49-yard line. And here comes the Knight defense the last second, getting up on the line of scrimmage, man in motion. There's the pitch to the man in motion, around right in. He's got a crowd, but he's still getting some good yardage. Knocked out of bounds near the first down marker. See on the replay here. That's number 20 carrying that ball for the Warriors, Jamonte Murray. They're sorting through another flag. Okay, so these guys, the officials are marching this against Winton Woods. They're going to set it down on the Warrior 41-yard line as number 17, Mikhail Wingfield, sophomore quarterback, 5'9", 178. Got Williams back there. He kicks a man into motion. There's the snap. Straight back drop for Wingfield. He's looking around. Heaves it deep. And he's got a man wide open. But again, by the fact of it being just short, it gives the defender time to close the gap. Another flag. These flags are trying to tarnish this game now. Down never happened. Wonder who was the illegal receiver downfield. Wingfield, he pumps his shoulders like he wants to throw that ball in. I guess the Winton Woods Warriors offense looks like they're at the point now where they're just putting stuff on film for future opponents to have to consider. But there's where they make their bread butter right there, giving this guy the ball. Number 28, Mine Williams, up the street and over the goal line for a touchdown. 7:26 left to go in the half here from the Fred Hunt press box at Northwest High School. And the Winton Woods Warriors are leading 36-0. We see Mine Williams. That's the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here. 36-0. Yuri Velasquez in for the PAT. There's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And that kick is good. So with 7:26 left to go in the first quarter here, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 37 and the Northwest Knights 0. Make that Winton Woods 38 and the Northwest Knights 0. See again on the replay, high snap, and Isri Julius is a tough guy to block, but fortunately he can be ran around if you're Mine Williams. So even though they didn't block Julius, Mine Williams still had the ability to run around him. Okay, so see where Winton Woods Warriors getting ready to step into this. Yuri Velasquez steps into this ball. It's going to come to rest in the end zone. This is a game where just want to, both teams really want to get out of this game healthy. Some of these penalties had the potential to be scary as far as maintaining good health, but Both these schools I care deeply about. So, see the Warrior defensive line in here now. Noah Hill is the center, snaps it back. The give, Cherry gives this guy the ball. There's a little confusion on the Warrior defense as to who actually had that ball. Number 5 comes scoring out of there. Keyshawn Fry, 5'9", 167-pound senior. So Damon Cherry got these guys bunched in close. Looks like gonna be inside give. There it is, but no. Number 60 for the Warriors there to stop that. And that's Brendan Lowry, 5'11", 275-pounder there. See, Lowry just knocks this guy, and that's it. .6:13 left to go in the half. Third and 7. Cherry back there, the Pistons got this man in motion. Fakes the give, Cherry keeps it himself, but they were waiting for him. Oh, that's number 15 on that carry. Cherry was handed it off to, and that's Julian Cornwall. 5'10", 185-pound seniors, Cornwall. So it looks like Noah Hill, number 71, doubles as the center and the punter. A rare combination. Hill's got the snap. Kick is off. Touched up on the 48-yard line, in other words. He shakes the man off, and he's able to plant his foot and get up to the 44-yard line of the Knights. Respectable special teams play by the Northwest Knights. Even though this guy shook that would-be tackle, he still had other buddies waiting to close the gap. That's number 14, Demetrius Gates on that carry. So here's the Windward's offense. Here's to give to Mayan Williams. Runs into a little bit of problem up front. And then he's wrapped up. It looks like 75 on that stop. .75 on that stop. That's usually Julius. There's Julius, after making that stop, comes off the field over to the sideline. It's like he's bent over. There's the give inside. Look at Mayan Williams run right around that guy. And he's going on down the street, and they're not going to catch him over there. Touchdown, Wynwood Warriors. I'll tell you, number 28 has 50 ways to lead these guys in the dust. That's what he just showed in there. Nice block. Look at that wall of block. Nice decision not to try to throw the block, number 55. Would have been a flag. So, Romel Velasquez, younger brother of Yuri, is in here to do the honors on this point after Romel Velasquez steps into it. And that one is good. So with 4:20 left to go in the first half here, we we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 45 and the Northwest Knights 0. Again, Williams plants his foot and cuts outside. Everybody did a good job. You know, games like this, you gotta be careful when you're coaching a team that's putting this kind of hurting on somebody. You just don't want everything to get out of hand. Everyone still has to play within themselves. About to kick this thing off. There's your Velasquez. He steps into this kick. It's a low kick. And this is in the end zone for a touchback. Nation is ecstatic about the results of this game so far from Northwest High School. So here comes the Northwest offense on the field, led by Demond Cherry. Cherry throws his ball incomplete.
Pass attempted by Isaiah. This is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Number 9, Isaiah Lovelace, he got his hands on it, but he was twisting around as he was falling, so. You know, Isaiah Lovelace is frustrated, looking over at the sideline. The thing about playing for Coach Lee Johnson, he knows his style of coaching, and they'll have this game in the rearview mirror when it's time to prepare for their next opponent. Cherry with the give, but nothing doing. Warrior defenders are all over that. That's number 12, Bryant Johnson Jr. on the tackle, along with number 52 on that tackle. Okay, Cherry kicks the man in motion. Cherry drops straight back. We're going to throw the ball deep, and it's going to be incomplete. Just a little bit off. This is where Damon Cherry, 6 foot, 181 pound senior quarterback, is going to have to find a way to get on the scoreboard. 3:25 left to go in the half. The Knights are going to punt this ball. Here's Noah Hill back there, and the kick is up. Fair caught at the 48-yard line of the Winton Woods Warriors. So with 3:18 left to go in the half, the Winton Woods Warriors have put it in gear as they lead by a score of 45-0. Winton Woods, first and 10, they're coming out on the field. Looks like still all the starters on offense. So they're going to keep hammering these guys down. There's the fake to Williams. Wingfield keeps it himself, and he runs through an arm tackle and drags the guy where he's in first down territory on that carry. See, again, Wingfield pulls it out of mine Williams' gut, and he makes a good run on his own. Gang of Northwest defenders finally make the stop. With Williams again, he cuts out of a tackle, making moves, but they drag him down. So they drag Williams down at the 18-yard line. That first jump cut he makes is like, you might grab my shirt tail, mister, but I don't think that's going to be enough. See again. Here's Wingfield on the line. Winfield keeps it himself, and he cuts around the tackle, and he scores a touchdown for the Wingwood Warriors. 6 more points. See where the Warriors' offense is just having their way. They've turned the Northwest 9 goal line into malfunction junction. See again, Wingfield, everything to do with the ball. So here the Warriors line up for the PAT. Romel Velasquez, he's doing the honors now on the PAT, and that PAT is good. So here we are, Northwest High School, Fred Hunt Press Box. With 2:30 left to go in the first half, we have a score of the Winwood Warriors 52 and the Northwest Knights 0. '52 is a good number. That was the year I was born. We see Coach Dre on the sideline with his troops, his forces. So these guys made the trip down the way across road tonight, and they are putting the hammer on the Northwest Knights. So here we go. Yuri Velasquez kicks this thing off. It'll be caught on the 6, so we got a return. But he is stood up by number 10 of the Warriors, Melvin Pleasant. Just rudely treats him. See in there. Yes, indeed. The Warriors special teams and no flags. After this game, we got football to watch tomorrow. I don't know what any of the matchups are. Last week was the big clash between the Buckeyes. There's the give, number 5, but the Warriors defense is all over that. That's Keshawn Fry, 5'9", 167-pound senior on the carry. 2nd and 12. Behind the sticks here. Clock rolling, 1:50 left to go in the first half. Cherry rolling to his left. He moves out of an arm tackle, but unfortunately there's nothing there. So the Warriors, the Knight offense looking over to Coach Lee Johnson on the sideline to figure out what they're going to do. Clock running down to 1:10 left to go in the half. Sure, he's got a man back there. He's dropped straight back, looking to throw this ball deep over the middle. This ball's off of somebody's shoulder pad. It should have been caught and intercepted. Number 21, Jalen Feltha, couldn't bring in that interception, but nice line work. The old line protected him well. Okay, that's number 11 trying to make that interception. That's Tyquan Fleming. 55.9 seconds left to go in the half here. Noah Hill in punt formation. Looks like the Warriors jump, but that's still not going to be enough to give them a first down. Yep, so they calling it against the Warriors. You see on the replay here, it's number 6 that kind of jumped the gun. That's Wasim Ficklin. Like again, the Warriors come in here and they are doing a straight boogeyman on the Northwest Knights tonight. This ball's caught on the run, moving north and south with the ball, but the Knights special teams is able to put the stop to it at about the 39-yard line. 42.9 seconds left to go in the half. Again, he runs around the guy. It's good to see that both teams have kind of cleaned up their act on these laundry situations. The Warriors take the field, 42.9 seconds left to go. There's a snap, there's a give. That's number 20 with the carry for the Warriors on that. That's Jamonte Murray, junior running back. It's like the chains are going to move. 30 seconds left to go in the half. Wingfield back there. He fakes to give to Murray, but the Knight defense, number 15, is all over Wingfield. That's Julian Cornwall. Second and 14 here. I don't think they're going to get this one off before the half. 3 seconds. It's off. There's the give to Jamonte Murray, and he gets out of bounds after picking up about 10, 12 yards. So here we are, with the clock reading triple zeros at the end of the first half. We have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 52 and the Northwest Knights nothing. We'll be back with more after halftime from the Fred Hunt press box.
This Waycross Community Media Sports program is brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, Driver Ed Academy, Anderson Heating and Cooling, Mullally Auto Detailing, CSL Plasma, Kent Smith of State Farm, Forest Park Shooters, Joseph Toyota,
Service you can trust. From the most trustworthy brand. Where your neighbor chooses to put their trust. Easy. True. clear. Shop the Joseph Toyota Advantage. Closer to your home than you think.
Only 0.5% of all high school student athletes play basketball in college, but all 100% of them become adults. That's why playing basketball in their high school team is so important. High school athletes learn life lessons that help them grow up, lessons that can't be taught in the classroom and often aren't taught at home. This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and the Ohio Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This Waycross Community Media Sports program is brought to you by Wild Birds Unlimited, Driver Ed Academy, Anderson Heating and Cooling, Mullally Auto Detailing, CSL Plasma, Kent Smith of State Farm, Forest Park Shooters, Joseph Toyota,
Service you can trust. From the most trustworthy brand. Where your neighbor chooses to put their trust. Easy. True. Clear. Shop the Joseph Toyota Advantage. Closer to your home than you think.
Welcome to the second half of tonight's ball game from the Fred Hunt press box high above the playing surface of Northwest High School Stadium here. We have a score of the Winwood Warriors on top in this one, 52-0. The first half was just a story where Winton Woods put the hammer down. We'll see on some stats here. Mayan Williams, 11 carries, 220 yards, 5 touchdowns, a long of 20 yards. Jamonte Murray, 3 carries, 37 yards, a long of 18. Raekwon Prince, 1 carry, 26 yards. Mikhail Wingfield, 4 carries, 25 yards, and a long of 18. Suffice to say that the Warriors have just come in here and showed up as the boogeyman on the Northwest Knights tonight. Unfortunately, these two teams will play again. But for now, tonight, the Warriors have just simply come in here with bad intentions. Now, Demir Blankupsy and Raekwon Price, they've been doing their thing too. It's just been everybody's been getting the job done tonight and just turned the Northwest Knight goal line into malfunction junction. So here, as the Northwest Knights get ready to kick this ball off, we're going to do the second half on the running clock. So the clock will basically run. Got a squibber picked up. Number 14's got the ball, and he's made it around right in. He's getting up the sideline and pushed out of bounds finally. Got a flag on the field, but that's Demetrius Gates. It's too bad, you know, they had a lot of penalties in the first half, but they seemed to put a stop to that. But, you know, Winwood's called for holding, negating that nice run by Demetrius Gates. Just, you know, to Gates' credit, he's headed straight north, in this case south. He's headed straight south with that ball toward the south end zone here. Point in the first half where there was teams had dirty laundry casted all over the place, but now they seem to settle down. So now the Warriors will get this thing off. Hand off, Mayan Williams, and he should just stay in bounds. Of course, they got running clocks, so it doesn't matter.
13 on the play, first and 10.
So Mayan Williams picking up where he left off in the first half. 13-yard carry, that's Jamonte Murray on that carry. So Warriors break the huddle. Looks like they're gonna have number 9 at quarterback here. He gives to Jamonte Murray. That's number 9, Caleb Tubbs. It's going to be running the offense. Sophomore, 6 foot, 158 pounds.
82 on the play, second and 8.
See Israel Julius on that stop for the Knight defense, making his presence known. And number 9 checks back into the huddle, Caleb Tubbs. Sophomore, we got Jamonte Murray with them. Murray with the ball, he's around left in. Good progress up to about the 40-yard line. Close to the sticks. Looks like it's still going to be 3rd and 1 though. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here where, you know, he's just getting to the edge on these guys. Nice play by number 22 for the Knight defense to stuff up in there. That's Gage Starrett, 5'4", 165-pound sophomore. Fakes to give to Murray. He runs it straight north with the ball. Picks up that first down for the Warriors. It'll be 1st and 10. Whoever they fake to, the night defense has to respect any fake, because, you know, guys have been just gashing them for big yardage on some of these running plays tonight. See on the replay again, they already know what Murray's capable of. First and 10. Short gain on the play. Jamonte Murray.
Rumpke continues to be Northwest High School's partner in education as they provide support for all things Northwest High School. Thank you, Rumpke, for all you do to support the Northwest High School students and community.
So here the Warriors up on the ball. Number 9, Caleb Tubbs back there. He's got Murray with him. Claps, fakes to give to Murray. Tubbs with the keeper, straight north with the ball. Playing hard. Again, we see on this replay, takes that ball right out. Northwest defenders stayed home there. First and 10 here. Win Woods methodically driving this ball. 6:45 left to go in the third quarter. There's Murray again with the ball. Israel Julius is the big hammer for the night defense, and Julius is tired. He's got his hands on his hip, but he put the stopper to that one. Fights off that block by number 55, and that's D-line that you see on Sundays right there, Mr. Julius. So here to come the Warriors as they break the huddle. See some new shirts in their offensive line. Got number 73 in there, Elijah Parker, 6'3", 228. There's the give. He runs through some arm tackles and is going to be finally taken down about the 13-yard line. That's number 85 for the Warriors, Marquell Allen. I guess the Warriors figured that there's no point in going directly at Mr. Julius on that D-line, so even if they run outside, they got the speed to get there now. Caleb Tubbs gives it to Devontae Murray, but the Murray can't get around. You know, he's able to shred a guy, but he still can't pick up much yardage. All kind of fresh shirts in the game, though, I see on offensive line. You know, we got this guy, number 99 out there. That's Hosea Parker. That's a 5'9", 253-pound sophomore. Okay, so here's the Warriors, ball on the 10-yard line. There's the give. He's trying to get to the edge, but nice play made by number 44, and that's going to be Isaiah Benson, 5'11", 182-pounder. So, a couple of these guys on defense for the Knights, they have their mind made up that they're going to come out of here knowing that they played and didn't just put their chin in their chest and give up on this thing. And here you go, Warriors. Man in motion. It's Caleb Tubbs with the ball. The ball's out on the ground, and that's picked up and recovered by the Northwest Knights. That's number 74 on that recovery for the Knights. That's,
And first and 10 for your Knights.
not appearing. Absent when the picture was
As
taken.
the unparalleled leader in experiential learning, the University of Cincinnati puts education into action by moving
So
49
3:40 left to go in the third quarter.
After all, we really built in 1906. Today, our Cincinnati students have the opportunity to put their education into action.
This is where Northwest Knight offense needs to come up with something. And caught in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss as the Knight defense smothers that play. Well, we got penetration there, and number 56 gets in there for the Knights. Paris Lee. That's a senior, 5'11", 217. Here comes Demond Cherry, trying to set up his offense. Give to the man in motion, number 15, cuts around the block, picking up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. That's number 15, Julian Cornwall.
And 6 on play, 3rd and 7.
They're calling a 6-yard gain. It's going to bring us to a 3rd and 7. So here's the Knights over the ball. Cherry's in the pistol. Come on, Cherry, straight drop. Throwing this ball. This ball is nearly caught, but out of the hands of his intended receiver there. That's number 15, Julian Cornwall. So clock running, 1:40 left to go in the third. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay that it was almost hauled in, but just a little bit too much by the defenders to throw him off. Well, we see the Knights are ready to punt this ball. This is going to be 71, Noah Hill. He's got quite a few punts in this game tonight. Well, there's the snap. He's got the ball. The kick is up. High kick. Caught on the 50-yard line, and he's going to make a run for it. He gets away from one man, and here's the old flag. That's number 22 returning that punt. That's Zafina Jones.
Ball on the back against the Warriors. It'll be first and 10 for the Warriors. Northgate Ford is a proud sponsor of Northwest High School. When you come to Northgate Ford, you can have your Ford roosters surrounded. Let's face it, you deserve nothing less.
See on the replay, decisions made. I'm going with this ball. Decent pickup, you know, being decisive. Looks like we got 57.1 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Warriors with the ball. So here come the Warriors offense. He claps it and almost gets his Knight defender to jump. It's number 30 carrying that ball for the Warriors. Ahmed Akrim.
Second and 7 for the Woods.
A lot of new shirts over there on offensive line for the Warriors. I see number 74 in the game. DeRon Young, senior offensive lineman, 6'6", 286. Number 73 in the game. Again, that's Elijah Parker, 6'3", 228.
BC Health is proud to be the official healthcare provider of your Northwest High School Knights. The doctors of BC Health.
So that's the end of the third quarter here from Northwest High School, where we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 52 and the Northwest Knights 0. To the fourth quarter of this action, I see some of the faithful trying to beat Elvis to the parking lot, believe it or not. We still got a whole quarter of action to go here. Okay, so here's the Winwood Warriors. Over this ball. There's the give. Still on his feet. Playing with a lot of desire. That's number 30 on that carry. Ahmad, Akrim. Ahmed. Get new shirts in the game for the Warriors. Number 67, Mario Tatum. 6'2", 230-pound offensive lineman. So that's what these guys need, is some playing time in real game situations. There's the snap. There's the throw. Ball's tipped, but it's still caught by the Warrior receiver. And he muscles into Knight territory for a first down here. On the replay, ball's tipped, but number 85, to his credit, focusing on the ball. That's Alan Marquell. Allen. So the Warriors break this huddle. 10:32 left to go in the game here. Caleb Tubbs back there in the pistol. Tubbs fakes, and there's going to be a penalty on the play against the Warriors. Illegal motion on the Warriors. See again, can't help but see how the Warriors came in here and just so comfortable in that boogeyman role tonight. It's going to be up to the Warriors to make sure that they don't welcome any boogeyman into their humble abode in the weeks ahead. There's a give. A couple of Warriors are in the, a couple Knights in the backfield.
8-3 on the play. Second and 12.
Number 25 there making a nice play for the Knights on defense, and that's Waquan Weathersby.
Northwest High School would like to thank BC Health and Novacare for coverage of today's game. Specifically, we would like to thank Caitlin Ron, Dr. Stephen Daly, and Dr. Brian Rue for providing sports medicine coverage to our athletes throughout every season.
8:57. Caleb keeps his ball self, around right in, runs through a tackle. He's got wide open field in front of him, and these guys won't catch him here. So if there's no flags on the field, it's another visit to the land of 6 for the Warriors. We see on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay, he fakes a give and, waves a stiff arm out there, but the guy can't even catch him, so he can put it to him. And on down the street, look at this. Another touchdown for the Winwood Warriors. Caleb Tubbs is definitely getting some good, valuable playing time tonight, and that kick is up, and that kick is good. So with 8:40 left in the game here, the score of the Winton Woods Warriors 59 and the Northwest Knights nothing. Again, Tubbs just look at me go here. Number 14, you know, he tried. A lot of guys would have just stood there and watched him go, but number 14, that's Owen Master.
671, 63, 62.
Some other scores that we have, I don't know how current these scores are, but we got X7, Moeller, nothing at the half. Country Day, 28. New Miami, 20. Fairfield, 28. Lakota East, 20 in the fourth quarter. Edgewood, 21. Harrison, 21 at the half. Mason beat Hamilton by a score of 34-21. And our old buddy Chad Murphy just can't get it done tonight. And that falls into the end zone. We got another score. Baden and Roger Bacon with 2:40 left. They're tied at 35 apiece out there. And one more score I have here, and I know it's old, but Middletown was up 21-18 over Princeton. It's too bad about Princeton Vikings, whatever transpired there. Especially after that big game last week where they scored a winning touchdown with 1/10 of a second left to go. And one more score before Knights kicking in gear. Milford 71 against whoever they were playing, 21. So that pass is broken up, incomplete. If you're losing by a score of 71-21, that's a good description, whoever they were playing.
Intentional grounding against the Knights. Loss of down, it'll be second down.
We know it wasn't the Cleveland Browns, though. Loveland.
Omni Funplex is the largest state-of-the-art family entertainment center in Forest Park, Ohio.
7-11 left to go in the affair.
I-275. Omni is situated in a 35,000 square foot space packed with several attractions, providing families
And a final score from out west or up north, Lakota West, 34-7.
Laser tag, virtual reality, and arcade games, all at the Omni Funplex.
I have to figure out what these guys are going to do. They got the Northwest Knights pinned deep in there into the field here. And
Fans, a reminder,
Mon Cherry
is here with us tonight.
pointing
You can
to
watch this game
something
again
that he wants to see
tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
taken
And
care of.
Wednesday at 4 o'clock on 975 on Spectrum or 850 on Cincinnati Bell Phi Optics. It's also available Sunday at 9 a.m., Monday at 7 p.m.
I'm sure glad Mother Nature didn't decide to do her normal thing. And we got this game in tonight. No, that's the fake. Cherry must have pitched the ball. And here's number 15 with the ball. Warriors can't catch this guy. And he's got a convoy as he rolls into the end zone. And it's going to be touchdown for the Northwest Knights to dent the scoreboard. At 5:48 left to go in this game, we have a touchdown for the Northwest Knights. Double reverse. Okay, so this guy, number 13 for the Knights, he is getting flat up the street. That's number 15 for the Knights. That's Julian Cornwall. Well, that's what you got to have. The home team, and the kick is up on this PAT, and this kick is good. And the Northwest Knights, they have a female kicker there. That's number 84, Melanie Wilkesbach, 5'9", 121-pound senior kicker. So Melanie Wilkesbach gets in this game and puts her toe through the upright for these guys. See number 15 there again, gives these guys something to hang their hat on. That's Julian Cornwall. .548 left to go in the affair. We don't know if the Knights want to try an onside kick of some sort, try to get this ball back, put a little more of a dent into respectability for this game. And he kicks a squibber past the first line, and it's picked up by the Warriors. And he's going to make a convoy over here, but now he's running to the heart of the Northwest special teams, and he's rudely thrown down to the pavement.
It'll be first and 10 with the ball spotted at the 43-yard line.
So this number 14 on that carry, that's Demetrius Gates. Personal foul on the Warriors. They're going to have to clean these personal fouls up.
Personal foul against Winton Woods. Ball is spotted at the 27-yard line. First and 10 for the Warriors.
Mikhail Wingfield, number 17. This is a sophomore that the Warriors have a quarterback now. 5'9", 178. Give inside, he runs out of the block and out into the open field where he's brought down by the Knight defense. After picking up enough yards for a first down, it's going to be marked down at the Warrior 43-yard line. First and 10. That's number.
First and 10 for Woods.
Akrim Ahmad. To give again. He runs through everybody. They shove him out of bounds. Akrim Ahmad. He's got a good yardage, but before this game's over, he's going to have some respectable stats in the vicinity of 100 yards. 3:36 left to go. Yeah, see, a lot of these Knight defenders, they still want it. They're not just saying, oh, I got my chin down. They still playing hard. There's a given side, but no gain on the play. Warriors go back to the huddle. Down to 3 minutes left to go in this. Caleb Tubbs kicks this man in motion. Tubbs makes the give. Number 87 with the ball. Decent carry there. That's Tyron Bowler.
Out of bounds. It'll bring up 3rd and 7 for Winton.
Yep, nice block. You know, this again is the game where a lot of these subs are getting good playing time in. Oh, with this snap, this ball's been gotten away. And Northwest comes up with this ball. 1:55 left to go in the game.
1st and 10, Northwest. On their own 40-yard line.
Caleb Tubbs doing the best he can to fall on that.
Now is the time to do so. Fill out those phones and text or call. All students are reminded you're expected to be on campus within 15 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Attention all United Knights, again, attention all United Knights. Please report to the garage immediately following the
Here
game.
come the Knights out here. They want to see if they can turn this end zone into malfunction junction again one more time. 150 left to go. Cherry will probably take this one himself. No. Double reverse, but they were waiting. Number 22 on the carry. That's
Also on the play, it'll be 2nd and 11 for your Knights.
Gage Sterrett. I think Gage Sterrett is a veteran of the Elixir Bowl from a couple years ago. Give. Nice yardage. Through a hole. Through a bunch of defenders. He's got one man to beat. And the guy makes a nice tackle. That's number 25 for the Warriors making that stop. That's Jalen Anderson. And we got a man down on the field. It's number 15 with that carry for the Knights. That's Julian Cornwall. But this again is indicative of how the Knights are. There's no quitting these Knights. You know, the years I've been watching them, they have maybe not always had the most wins, but they have the most heart. Guys still down, 56.6 seconds left to go. And we don't want to see anybody come away from this game with any injuries. Still got this runner down. He's up, sitting upright. This 56 seconds left, 56.6 seconds left. I'd be surprised if Damon Cherry, he'll probably try to figure out a way to get this in here. Self. The ball is on the 18-yard line. He can make an 18-yard dash. See on the Wild Bird Unlimited replay here. Give inside, nice blocks. And nice tackle by the Warrior defender there on that play. It's number 29 on that stop for the Warrior defense. That's Kenneth Easley. Oh, that's a ball player name. So Give, he runs around and he gets knocked down at about the 10-yard line there. Clock running, 36 seconds. So
Gage Sterrett on the carry.
Gage Sterrett, number 22, and you know, he wants it bad. 26.4 seconds left to go. This is where Cherry wants to try it himself, but he's going to have to run out of bounds. That's right, running clock, it doesn't matter. So if the Knights want to get another play, timeout called by Northwest. So this is where you're gonna. Okay, they got 2 timeouts left, so they got a possibility of running 2 plays here. So we see fans here. Good attended game. We had Warrior Nation came. Again, just a short trip down Waycross Road. Civic Center Drive. Okay, so here we are, 14.6. Ball's on the ground. Cherry picks it up, but that's right, he's down. And that's the game. Unless they call timeout, and they do. So Northwest calls timeout, and the Warrior defense is going to have to shut them down one more time here. I don't think Cherry's going to call his own number. I think he had his own number in mind on that play if it had been a good snap. So with 8.6 seconds left to go here. Have a score of the Windwoods Warriors 59, Northwest Knights 7. But the Northwest Knights, I want to see if they can effect some change here on this last play of the game. Under center, there's Cherry rolling to his right. He's probably looking to throw back to his left. Cherry, you got to throw the ball. You can't run this one. Ball is incomplete. Off his receiver. Clock goes down to 0-0. So, with a final score here from Northwest High School, we have a score of the Winton Woods Warriors 59 and the Northwest Knights 7. Thank you, Waycross Media, for bringing all your assets to bring this game to Hamilton, Butler, Ward County, and all the kids to see. As we see the players respecting the game. And that's it. We'll see you next week from Winwood High School, where the Winwood Warriors will be playing Bishop Guitars.